Hey everybody, it's Bobbie. Welcome. I'm glad you could take some time to spend with me today. I wanted to share with you one of Stampin' Up's new stamp sets called Sitting Here. It'll be in the new catalog on June the 1st, and this is the card I made with it. This is the stamp set. It's got some really cute sentiments on it. One of them says, "Just sitting here thinking of you." One of them says, "Come and sit a while with me." It's got a dog, a cat, some baskets and flowers and little pillows. I thought it was really cute. And what I'm going to use for the grass in the foreground here is off of this stamp set called In the Meadow. And I'm going to use this little sprig of grass and these wildflowers. So what you're going to need for this card is a piece of soft sky. It's 4.5 by 11 and scored in the middle at 5.5. So it makes a top folding card. Then you need a scrap of Whisper White to stamp your swing, and I stamped it in real red. And then I'm going to use some markers to fill in the white so it has more color to it, and I'll show you that here in a second. Then I used the Woodlands folder to cut out a piece of crumb cake to make it look like a branch so that part of the twig would stick out from the leaves. Like you can see, a little piece of a twig and a little piece of the limb up here. And I cut Old Olive. This is the 2 3/8 inch scallop circle. And what I'm going to do with these is cut them in half, and we'll use those to make our leaves. So we'll go ahead and cut those. It doesn't take a whole lot. I punched out several because I had several cards to make, so you just get these all cut in half. And then I'm going to take one and cut it in half again, so I've got some smaller pieces just for fill-in. Okay, that'll take care of that. And then I used this sentiment that says, "Come and sit a while with me," and I just stamped it on a piece of Whisper White, a piece of scrap. And I've been having trouble getting the black embossing powder not to smudge up my paper. So what I've been doing is stamping in the black Memento and then putting clear embossing powder over it and setting it with a heat gun, and that way you get a shine to the letters. And it works really well. Okay, what I wanted to do was have a figure of a child to sit on this swing. And I had one that I had gotten years ago and I had colored in. I've never used it on anything, and he's really too big for this card and swing. But if I can find something a little bit smaller, I thought that was really cute to have a person sitting on the swing. But he's just kind of overpowering the swing. He's a little bit too big, but the idea is there. So I'll be on the lookout for something to sit on my swing. Maybe I'll put the dog on his pillow. Who knows? Okay, so, and I've also used markers just for the wildflowers in the foreground. And you can choose whichever ones you want. I've got the Dapper Denim, which is a new color, Delightful Dijon, Old Olive, and Tangerine Tango. Okay, so what I need to do next is these little limbs, or the leaves. And I'm just going to go around the edges with the dauber. Oops, after I throw it in the desk I am. And it won't take all of these. It doesn't take very many to do this. I just figured I might as well go ahead and cut them while I'm at it. And I'll finish the edges later. I'll just do a few for now. Do one more whole one and another piece, and that ought to be plenty. You know, and on the embossing folder, when you're doing the limb with the Woodlands folder, you can use either there's 2 impressions to it, the front and the back. You can use either one. One of them will give you the darker limbs, and the other one will give you the lighter limbs. and I'll show you. I've done it both ways. And you can see the difference, because I've made several cards with these, and I just cut out little pieces. But this is with the ink on the back side of the embossing folder, so it comes out with the darker limbs and the light background. And then if you do it on the front side where the Stampin' Up logo is, you'll get the ink in the background, and the tree looks more like a white birch. And this is applying the Crumb Cake to the inside of your embossing folder and then running it through the Big Shot. So it's real easy to do, but you see how much different they are. It just depends on which one you want to use. So on the swing, we've got our leaves ready and our branches ready. I already cut out the branch to save a little time on the video. So I'm going to take the Tangerine Tango and just fill in the swing a little bit so it's not so white. If I did it in a red shade, then it's all really one color and has no dimension to it, so I decided to go with the Tangerine Tango. Puts a little bit more color in it. Try and make sure I stay in the path where y'all can see what I'm doing. I've had so many issues with camera and focus and recording times. I've had to go out and buy new stuff just to make sure that it's right. So I hope you're seeing everything. You'll have to review it and make sure it's okay. Okay. And then I think I'll find a lighter yellow. See what this one is. This is Daffodil Delight. Use that on the pillow instead of a dark color. Just to take to dull down the white a little bit. But I don't want it to take away from the red. Red's one of my favorite colors. I like to use red on a lot of stuff. Reds and blues. Okay. And what I did was I first stamped this on the mylar sheeting, the clear sheeting, because I wanted to be able to see through the slats of the swing so that you'd see the base of the cardstock. But I could not get the ink to set up. It just kept smearing, and I had a horrible time with it. So I went ahead and stamped it on Whisper White, and then I just took the Soft Sky marker and colored between the ropes on this side and between all the slats, so it gave the impression of the that you could see through it. Okay, I'm going to get the real red marker out. It's not real red, or some kind of red. I can see a little bit of white edge on this that I want to get rid of. So I'm going to cover it up. Just go along the edge of it with the marker. And I'll have it on me, I always do. It doesn't want to hold still. There. That took care of it. Got that one. Let's try this one this way. It might be easier. Just go along the edges. I don't like the white edge showing. Okay. Took care of that. Okay. So now we can put our swing on. I got that too close to the edge. Let me move that up a little bit. Three and four. Okay, I'm just going to kind of temporarily lay it where I want it. I don't worry about this white that I left on there, because we can trim that off if it's hanging over when we put the swing in place. Okay, let's get the wildflowers out and the grass out here. Okay, here's the wildflowers, and I'm going to use the markers on that. Put this cap back on and I didn't realize it fell off. Okay, so we're just going to go over the marker with the olive green and just lay your marker at an angle so that you don't get it down underneath the flowers, or on the base of the stamp, which I just did anyway. Okay, and then let's use the Tangerine Tango on this flower and this flower, and we'll use the light yellow. Oh, that's the wrong end. I want the brush end. This one, this little bud, and then we'll use some of the blue. This is the new blue color from the new In Colors. It's really pretty. Okay, and if you just breathe on it, it re-moistens it so you get a good fresh image. And I'm just going to stamp it right there, a little bit off the edge. And there we go, some wildflowers. Now I'll do one for the other side. Do some of the Tangerine Tango. And a blue one. And then we'll use the Daffodil Delight on the others. Gotta make sure I get the right tip here. Okay, we'll huff on it again. And I'm going to stamp it a little bit lower and more off the edge. Okay. Now I want to do it one more time, but just a tiny bit. I'm not going to put all of it on there. Just kind of hint some color in there. I'm just doing it very random. It doesn't make any difference where. Make sure I got my greenery on there. Okay. Now I'm going to stamp it next to this second one here. Just barely on the edge. There we go. Let me wipe this off a little bit. Okay, now we'll do the little sprigs of grass. I'll put this on the itty bitty baby block. Okay, and this is Old Olive, and this is the stamp from In the Meadow. And I'm just going to fill in the grass here at the bottom and overlap it a little bit so it's not all looking real uniform. There we go. Let me wipe these off till I can get my scrubber out. Okay, now I think we're ready to put it together. Oh, and I wanted to show you the inside of the finished card too as well. This is just a piece of Whisper White, and I put the wildflowers on the inside. Then it leaves you plenty of room to write whatever message you want to write to the recipient. Okay, so we can put our swing down now. Peel these backs off. Okay, and it needs to be a little bit above the flowers, like so. I want just a little bit of adhesive on the back side of these. I want them to stay loose for the most part, but I want them to be attached at the top. So, but I don't want them to look like they're glued to the paper. I want them to look like the swing is loose. Oh, come on, glue. I'm pushing my luck here on this bottle of glue. It's time to open another one. Okay, there's that. Now you decide how you want your leaves. Just make sure that you cover the corners, and you can put your branch wherever you want it so it hangs out. And you can use these little pieces to cover, like that. Like so. Well, we do want that to cover, and it will. Just leave a little bit of it peeking out. And a bit like that. Okay, so we can glue these on. Let's glue. Put a little of the white glue on the back of the branch. Because it's got texture in it, you want to be sure you put some glue on it that's going to hold on and grab it. So I'm going to put it right where that white edge meets. I'm going to let it hang over the swing a little bit. Okay. And put a little glue on here. And I usually stick one of these whole ones behind the branch, so then I can tuck the others around it. And we'll use a part of a one so we can let the limb show a little bit. I want that edge to come up there. Okay. Put some glue on this. It'll kind of cover that up. Let me put this little piece over on, see if it works on the edge. No, I don't like that so well. See what this looks like. Let's do this one. I don't have any green on it yet. I think I want it on the edge. Okay. I didn't feel like the other one was going to give very good coverage. And then we'll turn it over to the back and trim these off. I'm telling you what, if you ever get glue on these Stampin' Up scissors, these big ones, and you have to clean them, be careful. Because these little turkeys are sharp. They're good at doing their job, but they will cut your hand too. Believe me, I learned the hard way. Then my grandson said, "Oh, I can do that for you and I won't get cut." Famous last words, he cut himself. So be careful, whatever you do. Okay, and then we're going to take the Stampin' Dimensionals, and I just need a couple small little pieces here. So I'm going to take from the edge to pop up the sentiment. It's kind of a tongue twister word. Okay, and I'm just going to angle it over the swing here. It says come and sit a while with me. So there's your card. I hope you enjoyed this video and you'll give it a try. It's a really cute stamp set, and it will be available June 1st in the new catalog. So if you need any help, have any questions, or you need a catalog, feel free to contact me. I'll be glad to help you with anything you might need or any questions. It's Bobbie, BloominHearts at StampinUp.net or BloominHearts at Facebook.com. Leave a comment, check the like button, and subscribe. Let me know what you think, what kind of videos you're looking for, what stamps you're interested in, and we'll try to do the videos that you ask for. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and I'll see you soon. Bye.